Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother, Sean Ali here, Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. As always, family, I thank each and every one of you who tunes in, shares some of your very valuable time and energy. And as always, I pray that these brief words are received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver them in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, thank you for tuning in. I pray that these brief words find you, your loved ones, your family in the best of your health, your wellness, in the best of your life. And I pray that it is on purpose, because life is on purpose. And when we are leading a purposeful life, we are truly leading a blessed life. And I wanted to come and talk about a fun and exciting topic. Listen, are you sick or stressed out? Are you sick or stressed out? And this is a phenomenon that we got to understand, because this word here, stress, is at the root, is at the foundation. It's one of those pre-existing conditions and comorbidities that we hear about. And it is found almost at the root of almost every disease, sickness, and cause of premature death, right? Really quickly, I describe stress because it is an important factor. So this is how you manage stress is how you manage your power. You will either be in control, eustress, or you will be out of control, distress. So when we are looking, and we have to understand this because we are top down. So stress is thoughts and words. Stress, it boils down to thoughts and words. It's the things that we think about, the thoughts and the emotions. How do you describe your thoughts and emotions? Words. You produce that thought and that emotion in the brain. It comes out of the brain through words, through expressions. So when we're looking at this, this is a great formula for us to know, because the question is, are you sick or stressed out? We go through things. The symptoms, side effects of stress, they mimic colds, flus, cancers, sickle cell. They mimic everything, and here's why. So when we look at the body, it's when we look at the body, we have axes through the body, right? And we have three main axes that help us to be healthy and to control the body. Of course, we are led by the brain. So in the brain, we have two pieces of brain material. We have the hypothalamus and we have the pituitary glands, the anterior and the posterior pituitary glands. These are what create or control the endocrine system. So we are looking at the endocrine system. This is the communication. This is how your body communicates. So when we're looking at stress, the thoughts, the words, the ideas, this is all that communication. The hormones that are produced are under the endocrine system, right? So we have the hypothalamus. We have the hypothalamus. This is the bridge between the nervous system and the endocrine system. The hypothalamus is the bridge. It takes those thoughts, those words, and it translates them to the pituitary glands. And this is the master controller of the endocrine system. So the endocrine system is controlled in the brain, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland. The hypothalamus activates the pituitary gland. Now, we have major axes that are in our body. We have our thyroid. Let me take some of these organs out real quick. We have our adrenal glands, and we have our gonads, your testicles or your ovaries, right? Your reproductive organs. So these are the three major axes. You know how important the thyroid is. This is dealing with your metabolism, your immune cells. Almost every bodily function is affected by the thyroid. Your gonads or your ovaries and testicles. This is what makes us men and women. And we have the adrenal glands, right? So when we're looking, stress. So your thyroid is right here in your neck, right? And of course we have the gonads, right? Your testes, ovaries. And we have our adrenal glands. Right? This is where stress, this is where health and health. So the topic is, are you stressed out, or are you sick, or are you stressed out? So when we're looking at these axes, depending on the thoughts that I create and the words that I use, I'm going to, if I'm stressed out, this is called the HPA axis. So my thoughts that I use activate and stimulate the pituitary gland. This will in turn activate and stimulate the adrenal gland. Now I'm in a state of stress. Oxytocin, cortisol and adrenaline. The stress hormones. So now my body is under a state of stress. This means that my thyroid is shut off. This means that my gonads are shut off, the testes and the ovaries, because under a state of stress, my body is on the HPA axis. So this means that I'm under emergency. This means that my body is on a state of fight or flight. So that means it's shutting down everything else. It's going to conserve all of the other energy in my body to devote it to the state of stress. And the hormones that's being produced is cortisol and adrenaline as long as I'm under the state of stress. So we literally shut down because, see, the thyroid, it has the pituitary gland, has thyroid-tropin stimulating hormones that it sends to, or the hypothalamus, your hypothalamus, it has thyroid-tropin stimulating hormones that it sends down to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland has thyroid stimulating hormones that it sends to the thyroid in order for the thyroid to disperse and do its job. The same thing, it has to activate the gonads. The hypothalamus, it sends that hormone to the pituitary gland. That hormone then goes down and activates the gonads, and it releases testosterone and estrogen, and you are the man and the woman that you are. But we shut this down. Look, we have also, coming from the pituitary gland, you have growth hormones. So your hypothalamus, it stimulates growth hormones and it sends them to the pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland now, it sends growth hormones to the liver. And it causes the liver to release growth hormones throughout your body. having your muscles and your bones and your body grow and to be strong and to be healthy. When we are under a state of stress, it shuts down all of these other connections. It shuts down the connection to your gonads. This is why you have a lot of ovarian or testicle problems, ovarian problems, vaginal problems, reproductive problems, breast-related problems. This is a part of the reproductive system. This is why we have problems with our thyroid, because we have shut these axes off. So now the endocrine system it lost communication with the rest of your body because we a state of stress. So the body is only communicating with the stress hormone. So now we are literally under a state of arrest. And now we are stuck in that fight or flight mode. This is why when you take a vacation, when you take a break, when you go out into nature and your body breaks. See, when you go and you take a break, you take a vacation and you relax and you de-stress, your body shuts off that HPA axis. Once this is off, now the thyroid is working, your gonads is working, your body is producing growth hormones. But unfortunately, many of us, we spend our life using our mind, our thoughts, and our words to create a state of stress inside of us. So if you hear about what they call psychosomatic, this is the connection between the mind and the body. The words that you use, the hypothalamus is the bridge between your nervous system and your endocrine system. The words that we use are interpreted and transformed by the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland, and it will cause the body to produce that corresponding hormone. The stress is the HPA axis. So we have some science for you, family. Endocrinology of healing and life. This is the science of how to use your thoughts. When we hear about mind over matter, right? Say being it is, right? You are what you think. You are what you think. Okay, now this is the science of it, but we also learn how to control it, how to use, not a science, look at there, not a science book. I mean, not a novel, it is a science book. You will learn how your body works so you can learn how to use it, right? You will learn your endocrine system. So you will learn how to use your endocrine system. Use it to do what? Your growth hormones come from your pituitary gland. Your growth hormones, if you aren't growing and developing right now, that means that your pituitary gland is hijacked, usually on the HPA axis. If you're having problems with your manhood or womanhood, it's more than likely your brain, your pituitary gland, and your hypothalamus, they are stuck on the HPA axis. If you are having problems with your thyroid, with your pancreas is hooked to this axis as well. So the control of liver, it doesn't start in the pancreas. It starts in the pituitary gland. So when we learn the control of hormone release, see, once we learn the control of hormone release, we are literally controlling our body. We are learning how to rise above emotions into thinking. You break that stress. You put your body into living, into health, into wellness, into abundant life. So listen, are you sick or are you stressed out? Let's look at this. Are you sick? See, when you go and they can't find an answer and they got you under test, under test, under pill, under medication, you chasing herb after herb, healer after healer, doctor after doctor, a never-ending cycle of you not getting healthy. Here at Supreme, we got some science here at Supreme Health and Wellness. We want to show you how your body works, because if you are sick, your endocrine system has to be sick. This is how your body communicates. So all miscommunication happens at the endocrine system. Are you sick or are you stressed out? We want to show you how to create that lifestyle, that healthy lifestyle, that strong lifestyle, so you can create the words, the thoughts, the ideas that will move your body into healing, health, and the successful enjoyment of your abundant life. Just like we can use our brains to create a disorder, psychosomatic. Psych is mind, soma is the body. What you think and the words you use will either create an order or it will cause a disorder. I want to show you how to think your way into your healing, into your health, into your power, into the successful enjoyment of your abundant life, because that is all up to you. So family, I will get your copy available, Amazon.com, or you can get it directly from us. The endocrinology of healing in life, right? The science of healing self in abundant life. Woo! Thank you all for tuning in. I'm your brother here at Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. I pray that you go and you carpe diem, seize your day. Go and conquer your day. Go create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that heaven and hell are conditions of the mind. So the condition of your mind will either put you in a state of hell, where you are the HPA Axis, you are under a continual state of stress, or you will be in heaven. In the rest of your body, you will have growth hormones, your thyroid, your gonads, your pancreas, your insulin, your whole body will be operating at a high level and frequency. Family, thank you all for tuning in. I'm your brother. I pray that these words were received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver them. The spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. I leave you in some words of peace. I say, Namaste Hotep. Power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.